So, Dad, when your family, when you were a kid and they gardened, what kinds of things did they have in the garden?
In the garden?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mama raised green beans.
Yeah, that's one.
She raised tomatoes, green beans, cucumbers, corn, kale,
Oh.
rutabagas,
Turnips. The turnips.
A turnip?
turnips, yeah, and parsnips,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
sweet potatoes,
And sweet, yeah.
and Irish potatoes.
So,
Irish
When you
potatoes
say Irish potatoes, are those like the russets?
from Ireland,
Okay.
they're the ones that saved America.
That's what they're calling rustic now.
Yeah. And then they call them Irish or Irish? Because I've heard
Irish.
it both.
Irish.
I've heard them say it both.
During the war, yeah.
We call them Irish
Irish.
potatoes. They came from Ireland.
From
Yeah.
Ireland, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite thing out of the garden? Did you work the garden and have a favorite?
No, I
thing?
didn't.
You didn't.
I was too lazy, I guess.
We had no choice. Us girls had, my aunt and I, we had to work the garden.
So what did you do? What kind of work did you do in the garden?
We used a hoe and we, cut the weeds and got nice fresh dirt on the, some veggies needed to get the dirt taken away a little bit and the others needed dirt to put fresh dirt on it, so we'd do the hoe with the hoe. And at when everything was ready to be harvested, we were pretty busy. And we'd have bean stringings. But if the neighbors wanted to come and help, they did. That they were busy at their own place doing that stuff. But there were enough of our family that we didn't really need that, But we'd have a lot of people around there stringing beans.
So you string the beans, and then what would you do with them?
No, stringing beans, taking the strings off
gotcha.
the beans.
Okay.
Bean strings off beans.
I was thinking of leather breeches.
Because Grandma she'd like to raise the half runners, and they have to be strong. And then she used another kind to dry, because little hot half runners, it was hard. They were little, so it was hard to keep them together. With a twine and a needle, you put these. I'm not sure what kind it was, but they were bigger beans.
Bigger beans.
And you would get a big string about 5 foot long, and Poppy would hang them up on the porch, and they'd dry. They'd dry beans, all shuck beans, all winter long.
Leather breeches.
Leather breeches. Yeah, I remember doing those as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the leather breeches. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That raised that great big garden. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Anything else you want to add?
We didn't, I was thinking yesterday about, we didn't have a bunch of garbage. And I was trying to figure that out, and I finally did. We didn't buy canned stuff, so you didn't have waste there. Mm-hmm. Just wash the cans and get them ready for another season. And but we did have, we did get flour in a 25-pound sack. And, that's where our clothes came from, was flour sacks.
Oh, and I was gonna ask you, you said at harvest time you were busy, so you were canning most of the food that you, okay.
Yeah, our stuff out of the garden, and, getting it ready, and doing whatever had to be done to it. Same way with apples, whatever Poppy would find apples by. They dried apples. We didn't have an orchard. We had apple trees around here and there.
So he had a like a cellar type thing, didn't he? Like
Yeah, he built a cellar back in the bank, and they put stuff in there in the wintertime. Canned stuff was in there.
So did they keep things like apples or potatoes? Did they keep those in there?
Poppy would dig a big hole in the ground, and he'd put apples,
Put straw in the
yes,
hole. Yeah.
straw in the hole, and
Okay.
same way with cabbage. He'd do that with cabbage, and there was he'd put a wood top on there, and then he'd put I think it was straw on top of that, and they stayed nice all winter. They would put like mixed pickles. I know a lot of people don't know what mixed pickles are, but and kraut and stuff like that they kept in the what we call the cellar, where the canned stuff was.
Was that in big
Big urns, big,
like
what do you call it?
like stoneware type?
Stoneware. Yeah.
Okay.
They
With
were
the-
huge.
Did they have wooden lids or stoneware lids?
They had they'd take a clean cloth, it's always white, and they would double it 2 or 3 times, and then they'd put it over top of all that, of the stone jars, and they would tie a string around, and that's how they kept that.
No, I know you said the other day with milk and stuff they would keep it in the creek, but what did they do in the wintertime? Same thing?
That's funny, because we didn't have the winters there. We did not have the weather that we have here, so they never changed it. I remember the milk bin in the, put down in the water in the creek.
Just all year round?
Yeah, every winter. Do you remember anything like that?
We never, we had, used to have a spring,
Oh,
and we put it in a spring.
year
Yeah.
round.
Yeah.
That's
So that was a question that I had too, was what were your winters like as children in the mountains?
actually, we had snow. Like if it snowed one day, it'd be gone the next, as a rule. I only remember one big snow. I was about, I imagine 3 or 4 years old, and us kids got out there, and we made us a tunnel, and we were out in that thing about all day. They couldn't hardly get us in the house. They would tell us, come in, and we'd have icicles in our hand, and they'd say, just come in and roast your icicles. They'll be better. We were dumb enough, we weren't old enough to figure it out.
It makes snow green.
So that would have been like the late 1930s, right?
Let's see,
You're
I was
born in
born in
35.
1935, so about 1939.
Okay. So you said you'd make snow cream. I was thinking about that the other day, and
Oh,
I don't think I would do that nowadays.
Well, it's kind of nasty now.
Yeah,
I wouldn't advise
sad.
anybody to make no cream now.
It's sad. You see
Uh,
these people showing snow that don't look like snow or don't melt. Now Larry did get some and brought it in, and it melted. So,
but there's
that's
things in
so
the air now
weird.
that,
yeah,
you know, we had clean air back then.
yeah, yeah.
Of course, we were back in the mountain.
Mhm.
Well, not back in the mountain, back in the hills.
Mhm.
Very clean air.
Probably really clean water too. I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
back then.
We were in the mountains.
Yeah,
I
mountain.
guess it was.
Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah. Appalachian, yeah.
Mhm.
The foothills up.
Yeah.
When I think of the mountains, I think of the Cumberland Mountains.
Yeah.
We didn't go back in the Cumberland Mountains. Too scary.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know which one.
Some calls it Pine Mountain, some Cumberland Mountains, and
They're calling it Pine Mountains now.
it's the national park now. What's Jefferson National Park?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Now, it wasn't a park when you were kids?
No, it wasn't a park then.
Did people live there? Like there was your mountain men and
Yeah, we still live there.
still do?
There's
Did you know any of the mountain men and ladies?
we knew a Baker family that lived. I don't know how they managed, but they managed. I don't know what this man's name was, but they called him Shub. Shub Baker. And he would make chairs for people.
Oh, that's the one where we have the chairs?
Yes, Shub Baker made those chairs.
Wow. What year would that have been? Do you have any idea?
Oh my goodness, I was around 10 years old. I'd say 45, somewhere in that area.
Wow.
Yeah. He was very good with his hands, and he would get. I don't know how he'd carve things by hand, so evidently that's how he did the chairs.
Wow.
Did a good job, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. His chairs are still in good shape.
He had plenty of wood because he lived right in the forest.
You wonder if any of that family's still there?
I don't know. We only knew him. We did not know any of his family, so. But he would come down to holidays and Mother's. He would and bring the chairs. I don't know how I don't remember him being on a horse. I don't know how he managed, but he did.
Was he an old man at the time, or?
Yes, he was. I don't know. He probably was older. He was probably younger than he looked. The kind of work he did and the way, he had to walk every place he went. Did you know him, huh? Did you know Shub?
Shub Baker? I didn't know him that well.
Good
I didn't
guy.
love him, but
Yeah, he was a good guy.
That's cool stuff.